Welcome to Bible Tea, where all the tea I give is straight from the Bible. Endure and persevere through whatever you're going through now, because it is very possible that it's going to help you later. Sometimes we go through crazy things in life, and the fastest thing and the easiest thing for us to do is give up. But the Bible actually tells us to do the exact opposite and persevere. James chapter 1 verses 2 through 3 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." Now, me being me, I'm like, why? Why should I be happy when I'm going through things? Why should I want to keep going and keep persevering and enduring the hard things of life? But if you keep reading, verse 4 says, "Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." So this let me know that there are certain things that we're called to go through so that we can be made mature, so that we can be made complete for the role and the purpose that God has for our lives. But I want you to see how this principle plays out in the Bible. Now, many of us may know about the story of King David. He was not always a king. He was actually a shepherd. His job was to take care of sheep, and in that job, he had to protect the sheep. So for years before he came into his role of being in the kingdom, he was in the pasture defending his sheep. And if you look at the Bible, you will literally see how David recounts the moments that he had to persevere as a shepherd as confidence for what he was about to do with the giant he faced, which was Goliath. If you look at 1 Samuel 17 and 37, David says, "The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine." Saul said to David, "Go, and the Lord be with you." What David is saying here is he had to persevere in the pasture first, fighting off lions, fighting off bears to protect his sheep, because that was the job that God gave him at the time. And the part that was so eye-opening for me was the fact that God knew that he was going to be a king. He had already anointed him, but David had to be prepared in the pasture. He had to endure in the pasture. Even though his calling was at the kingdom, he had to first get molded in the pasture for what he was going to have to go through in the kingdom. So no matter what season of your life you're in right now, whether you're suffering or you're having fun, steward this season well, because God never allows you to go through anything for no reason. He is very intentional and purposeful with every detail of your life. So if you're coming to something you don't know how to deal with it, just persevere and depend on Him. There's a reason for this.